Personally, I want to go get a bottle of tequila, some lime juice, some simple syrup, and some triple sec. And I want to go down to the beach with a shaker and make a couple margaritas and catch a buzz.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Jordan Stupar channel. I talk about all sorts of sales and business and marketing stuff. And today I want to talk to you guys about something that affects me and many of you, especially during this whole coronavirus thing and working remote, is how to work alone as a salesperson. I would say literally the number one question that I receive, or at least in the top 10 questions that I receive, is, hey, I work from home. I don't have anybody telling me what to do. I don't have a boss. I'm an independent contractor. And how do I stay motivated to make all these phone calls? How do I do this? How do I do this by myself?
How, baby?
Truth is I'm just like you. I don't have a boss. I don't have a manager breathing down my back telling me to make more phone calls. And sometimes I get a little distracted, and sometimes I get tempted to go do things like drink tequila on a beach, because at the end of the day, who wouldn't want to do that? With all that being said, I had a meeting this morning that I recorded a couple clips of me talking to my team who works remotely and more often than not by themselves on how to stay motivated to get through the list, how to make more phone calls, how to be successful while working alone and being isolated from being in a room with lots of energy that you can kind of feed off of. How do you stay motivated? I want to let you know my answer is going to be a little bit different than you think, and here it is.
And when it comes to working by yourself, you just have to be able to understand and be aware of the options that you really do have. You know, the weather here in Wisconsin just finally got pretty nice. Like, it's like good pool weather. It's good, like, let's get on a boat weather. It's good. Let's go camping weather. There's a lot of summer, type things to do over here. And it is extremely tempting to kind of unplug the computer, pack it up and go, out to a pool or out to the beach or, a patio bar and grab a drink or whatever. And it's extremely tempting to do those things. And so I want to let you guys know that it's good to be motivated, but if you're not motivated, you open up your computer in the morning, it's time to make some phone calls. It's time to send out some emails. It's time to prospect and get in front of people. I know that that's not like the greatest thing to do. Like 99% of the time, I'm not motivated to pick up the phone. I'm not motivated to sit here in my office by myself while the sun is shining and the trees are green. I'm not motivated to sit here and just pound it out all day and grind hard. But at the end of the day, the thing that I've developed and the thing that I wanted to talk about to you guys is discipline. If you're not disciplined, then you'll never actually achieve any levels of motivation, because motivation is an intrinsic inside thing. Discipline is the mechanism at which you create it. For instance, I've been riding my bike a little bit. I've been trying to eat healthier. I was a lazy ass for literally like 7 months. I didn't go to the gym. I didn't get on a Peloton. I didn't do any push-ups, sit-ups. I didn't do anything. I literally also ate whatever I wanted to eat, like all winter long. You could have swore I was like a bear trying to get ready for hibernation and eat just like everything so I can get fat and then go to sleep. And so I didn't have any real discipline from a health and physical standpoint. And right now I'm trying to actually dig back into that discipline because I'm not motivated. I'm not motivated to, get on my bike. I'm not motivated to go for a run. I'm not motivated to do some of those things. So I'm trying to discipline myself. Now, over the last week or so, I've been seeing the slightest little change in, my face getting a little skinnier, or, like my jeans hanging a little bit looser, and like my thighs not looking literally like thunder thighs, but a little bit more like chiseled out. Like I'm starting to see like tiny little representations of results. And that is what's motivating. If you're in your office by yourself, you're working at your home by yourself, you're doing whatever it is that you're doing to get things done, motivation isn't just going to hit you like out of the sky. You're not going to be scrolling through Instagram and see a Bentley and all of a sudden get motivated. Motivation is something that you develop through discipline and doing the things that you don't want to do over and over and over and over again. My time spent back at Grant Cardone's office, my very first office over there, I had like a little window and it looked straight out at the beach right there. on South Beach, right where all the girls are running around in their bikinis and all the, nice cars are, going around. There's palm trees, and that's where everybody decides to go to vacation and party because it's South Beach. And literally, I would sit there in that office, and I had my little dial phone, and I had my little list of people to call on. And I'm literally just staring out at the ocean, staring out at the beach, staring at, the girls walking by, the dudes, holding the coolers and getting ready to go to the beach. And there was really nothing else that I wanted to do other than join those people and do those things because it looked like way more fun than just dialing down a list. But I forced myself to dial down that list and forced myself to continuously show up for 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 hours a day to make as many phone calls as I could so that I could survive and pay my bills. So not only was I working, developing discipline, I wasn't even aware that I was creating discipline because I needed to work that hard for survival. If I didn't actually do that, then I probably wouldn't have made it there. I probably wouldn't have been able to pay my rent. I probably wouldn't have been able to accomplish the things I needed to accomplish from a personal standpoint. And so after a month or two or three, it just gets easier to sit at that desk. It gets easier to just sit there and make calls. It gets easier to just sit and do emails because you're developing the discipline and you're also receiving the motivation, the results that you're achieving through being disciplined. And I remember, when I cracked my first $17,000 check, it was the first time I had a 5-figure check with a comma in it. Well, 2 digits plus a comma. It was the first time I've seen that. And I want to let you guys know that it was that check that gave me the motivation I needed to literally duplicate that same work ethic for 3.5 years and still continuously do it after leaving. And it's that type of discipline that truly, truly breeds the motivation that you need to do the things that you need to do. So don't be looking for motivation. You guys don't need another speech. You don't need another coach. You don't need an Instagram post. You don't need another poster in your house or on your wall. You don't need any of that. What you need to do is just make a decision day by day to do the things you don't want to do. I don't want to sit here and make phone calls today. I don't want to follow up with some people. I don't want to write emails. I don't want to make content. I don't want to do anything. Personally, I want to go get a bottle of tequila, some lime juice, some simple syrup, and some triple sec. And I want to go down to the beach with a shaker and make a couple margaritas and catch a buzz. That's what I want to do. But awareness is a bitch. And I have awareness that is going to tell me that if I do that, then I'm going to miss out on being profitable today. And I'm not going to be able to do the remodeling, landscaping that I need to do in my backyard because that's going to be 10 grand. So I need to go figure out 10 grand.